MLW may finally be getting the recognition that the league deserves, but the league has seen nearly 100 players run through it over its 12 years of play. Some of these retired players include legends such as Zach Hopman, Chad Rensi, and most notably probably Noah Dabriko. As MLW continues to grow, I believe it may only be appropriate if the league introduces the MLW Hall of Fame at this time, with the league being in the state that it is in. Let's discuss. So, let's start off with the ruling and standards that a player would need to meet in order to be considered for the Hall of Fame. First off, candidates must have played at least 25 career regular season games in MLW. They need to have been in the league for a good chunk of 2 or more seasons to be considered as one to make a difference for a team and contribute to their team over the course of more than just a singular season. Also, it only makes sense that Hall of Fame candidates are retired. Although this means we may not see Kyle Schultz, Daniel Schultz, Tommy Coughlin, and Drew Davis in said Hall of Fame for another several years, it makes sense that one is honored when their career is considered to be over. The ballot itself would see players put on it every season, and each player will spend 5 years on the ballots until they are either inducted into the Hall of Fame or removed from the ballot altogether. Each year, 3 players will be inducted based on the votes of the league office, which is also known by fans as the Schultz Basement, the players themselves, as well as the fans. They would vote similar to the way that the awards are voted for every year. So now that we've laid out these ground rules, let's talk about some possible candidates who can all meet this requirement. First up, we have Rachel Coughlin. One of the original 5 MLW players, Coughlin played in the league for 4 years, from 2010 to 2013. She played in at least 35 regular season games, due to the MLW website deleting 2011 stats for a couple Eagles players. She also had a 265 batting average and had 11 home runs and 52 RBIs during her career. She also won both the 2011 and 2012 Most Improved Player awards. Progressively getting better through the years and slowly being able to keep up in a league with young superstars such as Tommy Coughlin and Kyle Schultz, Rachel could possibly be inducted into the MLW Hall of Fame. Next up, Chad Rensi. He was the captain of the Central Cardinals from 2011 to 2013 and played a couple games with the Predators in 2017. Renzi played a career total of 47 regular season games, with a 374 batting average, 38 home runs, and 94 RBIs. Renzi was a one-time champion, winning with the Cardinals in 2013, a two-time All-Star, and he was also the 2011 Rookie of the Year. Although there was a possibility and rumors of Chad Renzi returning to MLW today, at the moment, he would seem like the perfect candidate to enter the MLW Hall of Fame immediately. Dalton Porth was another piece to the Cardinals championship run in 2013. Playing 37 regular season games over his career, Porth hit an insane 488 batting average with 25 home runs and 71 RBIs. He was a one-time All-Star, a one-time champion, and won both the Most Clutch and Gold Glove Award in 2011. Porth was another force to be reckoned with in the early days of MLW, and his days are most likely over. Hence, he would be another perfect fit for the MLW Hall of Fame. Jack Chevalier was another Cardinal back in both 2011 and 2013. You can see the little bit of a pattern here that we have going on. A lot of retired players are from some of these old dynasties that were formed back in the older days, with Dalton Porth, Chad Renzi, and Jack Chevalier rounding out the Central Cardinals. He played in at least 25 regular season games from his 2012 to 2013 seasons, and in those seasons he had a stellar 427 average with 24 home runs and 52 RBIs. With an All-Star appearance, the 2013 Most Improved, 2013 Most Clutch Award, and 2013 Championship, Jack certainly put together a very strong campaign in MLW's 4th season of play. Jack has put together a strong resume showing his deserving of the MLW Hall of Fame. This is for sure the first ballot Hall of Famer of the group, Noah Dabriko. Noah spent 8 years in MLW with the Southern Seahawks, Western Wildcats, and Midwest Mallards. In 103 regular season games over the course of 8 seasons, Noah Dabriko posted a 383 batting average, 68 home runs, 194 RBIs, the 2017 Most Valuable Player Award, a 2017 Silver Slugger, 2014 Gold Glove, 2017 Most Clutch, a 2013 and 2016 Most Improved, 6 All-Star appearances, and 3 championships. Dabriko had a top 5 career in the history of MLW. He should be the first of all players up for an induction into the Hall of Fame. A fellow former Seahawk teammate of Dabriko's, we have Ryan Gabel next. He played in 78, games in MLW, mainly with the Seahawks, also playing on both the Wildcats and Pacific Predators. With a batting average of 342 with 56 home runs, 142 RBIs, 2 championships, and a 3-time All-Star, Gabel was always a solid supporting bat and strong player in any MLW lineup. He can certainly be considered for the first MLW Hall of Fame class.
The final of the Seahawks trio was 6-year player Kyle Gericke. Gericke had a career 63 games and a 188 batting average, along with 4 homers and 26 RBIs. Gericke earned a Most Dedicated award in 2014. He had a very strong early couple years in MLW, but as time went on, he unfortunately was not the same. He may be a fan favorite, but his career long statistics are not up there with the rest of the candidates.
Alex House is another retired MLW player who spent 5 seasons with the defunct Atlantic Astros, the Western Wildcats, and the Southern Seahawks. In 58 games between 2014 and 2018, House had a 293 batting average with 46 home runs, 109 RBIs, 3 All-Star appearances, and a Most Dedicated award. It may not be as impressive as the other candidates, but House still certainly has a case for why he can be inducted into the MLW Hall of Fame. Someone who played on all of Alex House's teams over the course of each of those seasons was Michael Stakowski, or Stack as teammates like to call him. In 51 games, Stack had a 341 batting average, 31 home runs, and 65 RBIs. He also won the 2014 Rookie of the Year and had 2 All-Star appearances. Like House, Stakowski can certainly find himself in the MLW Hall of Fame in a few years. Stephen McPeek. He spent time on the 2017 Mallards, and then he played in the league for 4 years until the end of 2020. McPeek had played 28 games, and he only had a 234 batting average, 2 home runs, and 22 RBIs in those games. McPeek may have never been a powerful threat, but his team chemistry with guys like Tommy Coughlin and Noah Dabriko was more than enough to help his team win the 2017 World Series. He may not be considered as highly as the others for the MLW Hall of Fame because unfortunately he does not have as many awards and acclamations to his name rather compared to the rest of these Hall of Famers, possible Hall of Famers that we have previously disclosed. As much as team chemistry is great and has proven to really help teams get to the World Series and win, such as in the 2021 World Series where the Diamondbacks had a core all from Livonia City, there's only so much that team chemistry can do, and unfortunately, we won't exactly be seeing Michael Shima in the Hall of Fame yet, would we? Therefore, unfortunately, McPeak may not be considered as highly as the others for the MLW Hall of Fame.
Zach Hopman had a brief stint in 2012 with the Northern Nighthawks, but had much more playing time in 2017 and 2018 as he played a total of 26 regular season games over the course of his career with the Nighthawks and Coastal Cobras. Hopman had an incredible 530 batting average with a total of 22 home runs, 52 runs batted in, and several awards. Hopman was a one-time All-Star in 2012. He won the 2012 Home Run Derby, Rookie of the Year, and Silver Slugger. Indeed, 2012 was the year of Zach, but was it enough for a Hall of Fame induction? The final candidate, a late addition, is the recently retired Ryan Kelly. A man who played in the MLW for 5 seasons with the Atlantic Astros in 2015 and the Wildcats through 2018 to 2021, Kelly played in 55 games. He had a 189 batting average, only 6 home runs, and 33 RBIs. However, he was known for his ability to always be able to get on base, and he set the record for 15 consecutive plate appearances with a walk. I need to mention such a memorable player, but the likelihood for a Hall of Fame induction for Ryan Kelly is very minimal.
So, with all of this being said, if the MLW is to put a Hall of Fame in place, and these are the people who I believe could be inducted first into the 2022 MLW Hall of Fame. Very obviously, I think Noah Dabriko. He's the only one-dimensional player in MLW history to find a way to take home MVP. With several awards, all-star appearances, and championships, Noah had a stellar career and should be the first player inducted without hesitation or further question. Chad Rensi, the former manager of the Central Cardinals, who had multiple All-Star nominations and a championship under his belt, should also be considered for the 2022 Hall of Fame class. The catch is, if he is to enter the Hall of Fame, would that mean he can no longer play in MLW and the rumors about him possibly returning are finally put to an end?
Finally, Zach Hotman. There were several others who could have split this spot, but he may have only played 3 years and only 26 games. Yet he had the most historic batting season, in my opinion, of all time. A singular season average of over 700 is unheard of. Plus the accolades in the 2012 season, with several awards and the Home Run Derby champion, Hotman would be the realistic third player to be inducted.
We laid out appropriate standards that players had to meet to be considered into the Hall of Fame. Then we discussed around 11 potential candidates who would be most deserving of entering the MLW Hall of Fame. As players may begin to step away from MLW Wiffle, there could be a lot more competition for the Hall of Fame. Firstly, however, said Hall of Fame would need to be established. Anyways, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.